The teacher who made my son disappear. Have you ever seen a teacher get arrested? My son started getting perfect math grades after extra classes with his teacher, but soon I realized the grades weren't from studying. Miss Ortega offered tutoring only to girls who were struggling, and my son wasn't exactly the best at math. Soon he started acting strange. Excuses to leave early, nervousness, avoiding talking about the topic. The first sign was when he got a perfect 10 on a test, but couldn't explain how he arrived at the answers. He said the teacher showed him a special method, but quickly changed the subject. One of his friends, Sophie, suddenly stopped coming over. This week, another girl in the group, Valeria, transferred schools without saying anything. My son was already flinching if someone touched his shoulder and started wearing long hoodies even when it was hot, always covering his hands. At the parent meeting, the teacher avoided talking about grades and asked personal questions about our family. One Tuesday, he came with a bruise on his wrist. He said he fell during PA, but the marks looked like fingerprints. The school nurse told me nothing happened that day. When I confronted him that night, he broke down. He begged me not to call the school. He said no one would believe us. I found a note hidden in his backpack. It said, "You're my favorite student. Our special classes will be our secret." The handwriting was the same as his corrected homework. I took photos of everything and called my sister, who works in child protection. She told me to gather more evidence before going to the police. The next day, I volunteered to help at the school's book fair. I stayed near the hallway where the math classrooms were. During that week, I saw 3 different girls enter his class after hours. They all left with uncomfortable expressions, avoiding eye contact. One, Camilla, was wiping her tears as she went to her locker. I started talking to other parents at the exit. Camilla's mom said her daughter now hates math. Sophie's mom confessed she no longer wanted to stay after class. And when I finally talked to Valeria's mom, she said her daughter had anxiety attacks every morning before math class. On Friday, I told my son I'd pick him up before the tutoring session because I had a dentist appointment. I walked the hallway, and when I reached the classroom door, I heard his voice saying, "Please, teacher, I don't want to do this." I burst in. The teacher was sitting too close to him. Her hand was on his shoulder. She was asking him to give her a neck massage because she was tired of grading papers. My son froze when he saw me. I grabbed him, and we left without saying a word. That night, he broke down completely. He told us she was asking several girls to rub his shoulders, to sit on top of him while helping with exercises. She made comments about their bodies, and if they refused, she threatened to suspend them. The perfect grades weren't from studying. She was solving the problems for them while they were next to her. Uncomfortable. I went to talk to the principal with all the evidence. She said they would investigate, but she kept teaching as if nothing happened. I waited 3 days. Nothing changed. On Tuesday, I called all the parents of the girls. It turned out at least 6 families had similar stories, but they were afraid to speak up alone. We met all together at my house. We compared what we knew. Everything matched. On Friday, we all went together to the police station. With evidence, with everything. And that same day, during the first class, she was arrested, right there.